I got a couple of new cookbooks. They're used, but they're new to me. This first one I've been wanting to get for a while. It's Hudson Valley Mediterranean. There is a dietitian who has a restaurant along the Hudson River. And I thought this would be a great one to draw inspiration since we live close to the Hudson Valley. She uses a lot of fresh in-season produce, and I want to go to her restaurant. So I hope I get there someday. Hope Ken takes me. The other cookbook I got was a used cookbook, and I was really surprised. This Laura, I don't know how to say her name. She's the one that wrote the first cookbook I showed you. She is a co-author on this cancer prevention cookbook, and this is highly recommended in the medical industry, this cookbook. So I was like, oh my goodness, I was so surprised. The first recipe that caught my eye was for this black bean soup. And it has very humble ingredients: a pound of black beans, a couple tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to decrease that by half. A couple of carrots, celery, onion, red bell pepper, garlic, a bay leaf, some chicken stock, salt and pepper, and then you can top it with some scallions and sour cream. I'll probably add a couple of chicken knorr bouillon cubes and then salt and do the final seasoning at the end. It says that this particular recipe, that black beans can reduce the risk of breast cancer and other cancers. And it's pretty high in fiber, 13 grams. Has 18 grams of protein. And it has all kinds of phytochemicals because of all the stuff. So I'm going to make that today. That's my soup. It sounds really good. I haven't done a lot of cooking with black beans, so I'm anxious to give this a try. I have a pound of black beans that I soaked in water for about 6 hours. I've changed the water a couple of times through the day. I have 3 carrots. They're kind of small. A couple of celery ribs, a red bell pepper. I'm also going to cut up an onion and 3 cloves of garlic. I'm heating up my pot. I'm going to put in a tablespoon of olive oil. I'm going to start out with my onion. Let this get a head start. It's been a few minutes. I'm going to add the rest of the veggies and the garlic. I'm going to add a bay leaf and 2 of the Knorr bouillon cubes. The bouillon cubes was not in the recipe, but I think it would be a nice addition. We'll let this cook for just a few minutes. I'm going to add some black pepper, but I'm going to wait to salt it towards the end. It's been about 10 minutes. I'm going to add the beans. I've rinsed and drained them again. And 6 cups of chicken broth. We're just going to bring this to a boil and then let it simmer. It's starting to boil, so I'm going to turn it down to low. I'm going to put a top on this and let it simmer. The soup looks great. I'm going to fish out that bay leaf. Get rid of that. I'm going to use my stick blender and get this blended up. I want to taste for the salt. It needs a little bit. Okay, I'm going to get this into some single serving containers. The other thing I want to mention is the recipe itself said that the soup freezes very good. To serve the soup, I'm just going to add about a tablespoon of sour cream and a little bit of green onion that I sliced. And right on top I'm going to add a shrimp. I sauteed it in a little bit of garlic butter. It looks delicious. I can't wait to dig in. Wow, that is so good. I'm definitely going to keep this recipe. I love soups. This is so delicious. I want to get my little shrimp so I can feel like I'm being decadent. Oh yeah. I love this soup.